Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is the week ahead tarot for the collective, and it is for, this is the, career and money reading. Wow, had a brain fart. This is the career and money reading for the week ahead for the collective. Let's see what's going on. We have the golden moment, perfect timing for something. Now, I was just getting this vision like of a ball starting rolling. If you've been like looking for momentum with a career change or with business or getting that promotion, it feels like this is the week where that ball gets rolling, where a lot could happen this week, but you do need to take action. It's perfect timing for something, that golden moment. So expect the path, expect the path to come in. It does feel like there's going to be a lot that you need to do this week, though. We've got night magic as well, so you might be working into the night. You might be getting ideas in the night. When you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, full of inspiration, and then you've just got to write that book or whatever it is, put that thing together. Could be if you're feeling very inspired this week in your work. Let's have a look for more. Whoops. Let's try that again. Way too many cards. There we go. We've got prudence. Be careful. Don't be lured by the siren's song. So no quick wins, not that kind of thing, or any sabotages. We've got recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. So what I'm getting here is like it could be a disruptive week, like getting a lot of ideas in the night, sleep disrupted, that kind of thing, and you're needing downtime. So do restore that balance as this week goes, because it feels like there's a lot of action that can be taken this week. So don't do too much. Restore that balance. Getting that work-life balance right, especially when we're inspired, can be really hard, because when we're inspired, we just want to do more, right? 6 of Wands. So this is about public recognition. This is people seeing you, seeing just how great you are at your work, just seeing how much you offer and all of that kind of thing. So there's a lot of reward recognition coming in this week from the outside world. Your boss could be telling you what a great job it is that you're doing, that kind of thing. Or, you could be attracting new clients or just getting a lot of, something could go viral this week with that kind of an energy. We have the Empress here as well, so it's like pregnant with something is the message that I'm getting from this Empress. So something needs nurturing. You need to work on something to bring it into fruition in the future. So something in the works here. Something that you're working on that is going to be very successful, it seems. Tell us more. What else have we got this week for the collective? What else do we need to know about career and money, please? Thank you. So next up we have the death and rebirth. So this is major change. So expect major change, big turnaround, going from struggling times perhaps in your work and in your finances to much better times. 6 of Wands. It feels like you're going to have to work for it though, through, doing whatever your inspiration tells you to do, like actually taking that action on it. Like I said, it could be a disruptive week because of that. It could be so much work to do this week while you're feeling inspired, but I would say do it and then spend the rest of the time restoring balance, going for those walks on the beach. Why the 6 of Wands? Well, 6 of materials, 2 sixes. The 6 of materials is about an equilibrium. It's about receiving back. It's about reciprocation. It's about receiving back your worth. So there's a lot of you that are incredibly competent at what you do. You offer so much, right? And there can be a certain formula in which you get back from your work. That being said, I'm just told to remind you by my guides that I do offer business coaching for tarot readers, for psychics, for healers, business coaching from my website, BeHealing.com. I've been in this business for over 25 years now, and I've had to roll with those punches, being online as well, since 2012 I've been solely online, closed down my physical shop, bricks and mortar shop, to focus just on the online stuff. And it's changing so much with algorithms and stuff like that, right? And so I personally am having to know what's going on with that respect for what works with my business. And rather than us all trying to figure it out ourselves, I figured, it'd be good to help you guys too. And so if you are struggling with your business at the moment, or if you wanted to start out in business, then do it right. Get some help. You can get that business coaching. If you look in my one-on-one sessions section, you'll see that there. So yeah, 6. It could be a lot of recognition this week. 6 of materials. It feels like a new way to get recognized, a new way of doing things, right? We do have to roll with the times, not with the punches, but roll with the times, right? It's rapidly changing. The world is rapidly changing. We can't keep on doing what we did before. What worked before doesn't work now. It's rapidly changing, and we need to go with that. So it just feels like a new approach this week could have you really fired up and doing something differently. What's behind that is omen. So you've had signs about this too, apparently. So the cards say, so the guides say. Now the Empress, this feels like a buns in the oven, maybe not literally. But this feels like there's something in progress. There's something you're working towards here. There's something that needs to continue nurturing. It feels like the long game. It feels like something you've already been working on. But this week, I don't know, you just could get like a whole new way of working this week, which will work for you. And it's that needs nurturing to come out in the future. Yeah, so it's like something new is being revealed to you, but this 7 of inspiration is about protecting that, and so you're going to have to nurture it. You're going to have to hold it dear and nurture it, and it feels like a change to me. It feels like a change in working, so you're going to have to remind yourself, put post-it notes everywhere to do it this new way and to focus on this new thing. That's what I mean by nurturing, is get yourself in those new habits of that new way that comes in this week, and protect that. It's almost like saying protect it from yourself, protect it from your old habits and your old way of doing it, because we can keep on banging our head against the wall, keep on doing things the old way that used to work, and so surely if I just do it some more, it's going to work now. No, we're living in very different times now. What's behind that? The card fell on the floor. What's behind that is sacred space. So taking up space and your sacred space, a lot of the protection and the nurturing comes from us making space for ourselves, especially if it's changing times, changing things, changing habits. Taking space for yourself, that sacred space, perhaps to put it into a sacred container. And what I mean by that is you can set up new habits, new working habits. Like if you've got your own business, set up new business habits of sitting down at your desk and meditating first, having a talk with your guides and say, okay, this is what I want to get out of today. How shall we serve? And then being open and listening. Perhaps pull a card out for yourself. You can make it sacred like that, and to get yourself into a new flow and into those new habits. Death and rebirth, because we've got big change here. As the earth is changing, we're changing too, Very interesting times right now that we're in, because, those structures are falling away, which is amazing. But it's going to be disruptive, the whole financials. It's going to change completely. We're not going to have that same system at all. And it's not just going to shift sideways. The whole thing is going to collapse. It's going to be very, very, very different. I know a lot of people are asking me, well, which crypto shall I put it in then? It's like, no, the whole system is going. The whole system is going and being replaced by something. It's not shifting sideways like that. So tell us about this. The devil. There's going to be temptations and fears coming up. Yeah, that negative energy for these big changes. Big changes that, as I'm saying that, the wind is absolutely gusting out there. I think you probably heard that, right? We've got storms here at the moment. Choppy seas, big gusting winds. But yeah, the winds of change, right? When the wind blows like that, it's talking of change. And the 10 of voices, painful endings. So that could be coming up. The fears could be coming up around this big change because you've been through big change before and you didn't get your wins from it last time, right? And so that could be coming up. So you've got to nurture yourself as you're doing this too, as those fears are coming up. Soothe yourself. It's different now. You're different now. It's going to be different now. And there is slow but steady behind that. And so just slow yourself down and nurture yourself through this week. Like I said, that's that walk on the beach as well. So yeah, things could get hectic. could have a new way of working this week, or just like a new perspective on something. Get into new patterns, yes. Be inspired and work and put those things into place, put that new way of working into place, but remember the whole balance part of it too, and to set like a sacred container behind it as well. What else have we got? We've got building blocks. So yeah, we're definitely building something, building a new way of being from the ground up. So it's a new way of being first before like a new way of working. I hope that makes sense to you. So it's more around the patterns, putting good patterns in place for ourselves so that we can build in this with this new insight or whatever it is that you come across this week. Okay, what else have we got? Career and money. We've got expressing free will. So you get to choose. You get to choose what it is that you do. But of course, it has to work right in the external world. We're all here serving other people. If we're not doing that, if it's just about money, if we're not serving people, then those things are going to be disappearing now. Nothing is allowed to stick around that isn't based in love and in serving other people. And so, yeah, those things will be falling away. You'll see that very shortly. My choices determine how brightly I shine. So think about how you want to serve, expressing your free will, what would bring you joy. And we've also got receiving elation as well. So you deserve good stuff to happen, right? This Six of Materials, this Six of Wands, that is the good stuff happening. That's the reciprocation coming in. That's you getting back for what it is that you're doing. That's you getting recognized, and allow yourself to feel elated when that happens. I am born of infinite joy. You deserve to feel joyful, and the universe, it does want your joy. It needs your joyful and your love energy, right? And so, yeah, that's what I've got for you this week. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave me a comment as well. If you put a 4-leaf clover emoji within that comment, that's going to get you one entry into a prize draw. Now, you can enter as many times as you like by making as many comments as you like with those 4-leaf clover emojis in all of my videos. And that's going to get you many entries in. When we hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel, I will be giving away a free session. So you can win a session worth 150 Australian dollars as well. Not to be sniffed at. So have the best week ever, and I will see you next time. Bye.